it turned out awesome. When I saw it, I was just like, that he did it. That son of a bitch, he did it.
What up, GrayzeeWorld? This is your boy Grayzee and producer Chris. We are back with another episode. Please like, subscribe, follow if you enjoy our content or pay us to stop. We are live.
Where tell them where you're
from
maybe lift
the Grayzee Game Studio, the GrayzeeWorld Studio that
maybe
took us
lift the
forever.
mic a little bit.
Huh?
Maybe lift the mic a little bit.
Oh, not bad. My positioning. I got to work on that.
Yeah.
All right. We are in the Grayzee Game Studio, GrayzeeWorld Studio, the Grayzee Studio. How about that? Took forever to build. We have power now. It is still a work in progress, but at least I can actually have the space to do it. So that's exciting. And we have AC, and we have lighting. If you can see here, we did right there. We got Thanos in the back there. We got the whole setup here.
Yeah, I definitely have to eat my words, because when you said you were going to put like cloud lighting, I've seen that online.
Yes.
And I was just all like, oh man, we're going to have to see the nailed it side comparison, because I was like, and I wasn't totally doubting your craftsman, because I knew you were building a mansion back there, but at the same time I was like, with this guy's luck, it's definitely he's
no, I thought the same thing. It's okay.
Yeah.
I was like, this is gonna turn out shit, but
so
no,
yeah,
it turned out okay, and it's
no, it turned out awesome. When I saw it, I was just like, that he did it. That son of a bitch, he did it.
Thank you. I love that. I have a little controller here to do all the colors. Blue for, I think I like blue, and I like this one. Yeah, man, we can just, and then we can just, so I like this effect here just for the clouds, because it changes colors. That's a dope color right there. Yeah. So yeah, man, we are here, man. We finally, I mean, it took what, 3 months of 120-degree weather working on this shit, and
you finished just in time for fall.
Yeah, no, I finished just in time to work out the kinks, get all the cracks filled in, so that when summer comes around next year, the AC works properly. Because right now it's like at a 50-60%. I definitely need to seal up some cracks here and there, but it's working, and I haven't blown up yet, so that's good.
Yeah.
This for those of you who don't know or just tuning in, we've been a little off and on with our schedule, but this project alone took a lot of that time up, along with like work and kids and blah.
Yeah, well, that was very generous of you to let the kid keep the room and not move the kid into the shed.
It crossed my mind until I put the clouds up, and I was like, nah, I'll stay here. But yeah, so he has his own room now. I'm not hogging this shit anymore. So we're back. We're able to do shit now.
Yeah, and we should definitely be able to hit our weekly Tuesday drops, because we're kind of inconsistent with that, but it looks like everything's back in full effect.
Yes.
So
yes, we're good to go.
You got West Coast studio ready. They got the Central studio ready. It seems like we were both flossing pretty good. Big shout out to Alex Iniguez, because he's been there for the whole journey.
Much love. You guys, both of you guys, man. Shout out to you and Alex, man. You guys been pushing me to keep going. There's been so many times I was like, fuck this, I'm over it. Mainly when it was like 120-degree weather. But yeah, man, we finally got it done. So now, it's going to be mostly nighttime entertainment, but it is what it is. I'll have to wait till everybody's sleeping, and then Grayzee After Dark. Yes. That's the title of the episode. It needs to happen. I think.
Yeah, it definitely needs to.
Grayzee after dark.
We got like a Frasier thing going on. It's like, hello, listener. Like,
Hello and welcome back to Grayzee after dark.
so you said that you played like all night last night,
I
right?
did.
How many hours did you smash it out?
Well, when I finally got online, like when I okay, so I had to relearn. Like I'm an idiot. I didn't when I took this apart from upstairs, the whole setup, the whole Twitch setup, the whole podcast setup. I should have like taken a picture
Mm-hmm.
or labeled some cords and some shit. No, I was just so excited and hurried to get this shit in there. I just yanked everything out. Boom, let's go. And then it's just sitting on my desk like, ah, damn. And so I had to relearn how it took months of hooking this shit up because and my the wife made a good point. He was like, well, you bought things one thing at a time. It wasn't like you just bought it. It was like
Mm-hmm.
you bought one thing and you watched a YouTube video on how to set that up, and then a month later you bought something else. So yeah, I had to watch a 16-minute video on how to set up everything all at once again. And then once I did that, I realized I did some other shit wrong. So it took another 2 hours just to get back on
Ooh.
the stream. Once I was on, I want to say 8. Yeah, what do you think? I don't remember. 8 or 9. So from nine to 4 in the morning.
Oh, yes. That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
And guess how many wins I got? Come on, I'll let you
One.
guess. One win. You're right. Winner. One win on Rebirth. So that sucks. But hey, we have fun. I'm thinking about actually downloading Destiny 2 again and starting to play that up again. I have a buddy, Luis, who plays that religiously. He loves that game. And I think I'm gonna download because I used to play it with him.
Mm.
It's fun. It's a fun game. It's not nearly as frustrating. And it's a first person shooter, so it's the same premise without the throwing your controller across the room. So I think I'm gonna go for that a little bit, and we'll see what happens.
Well, you got to jump on zombies with me and homegirl.
Yes, you guys are into zombies. Are you guys
Yeah.
streaming that, or are you guys just on your own?
No, just playing. They
Yeah,
got a special Halloween event, so it's
yeah.
even better because it's like the game, like the Outbreak game, but like condensed.
Hmm.
So it's a 10-minute time limit.
Wow.
Yeah, so you play and it's 4 people. There's a map. There's 3 beacons with like upgrade swag. So you play, you unlock all 3 beacons, then basically you have to stay alive for the 10 minutes, and then that's when the exfil comes. So then it's just like the maximum amount of bonage, super hard. And then you have to clear all the zombies and bosses out of the exfil area
Okay.
to load the chopper. And if you can't do it within, I
Get
think
in
like,
the chopper.
yeah, if you can't do it within, I think 2.5 minutes, then the chopper crashes and you lose. But if you can, then you get like a shit ton of crystals. So we actually had 2 wins today together.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's pretty good because it's like super fast pace, and then even if you die, it's like you're only out for like about a minute, and then you're back in, but you lose all your shit. So
Mm.
it's condensed, it's super fast paced, and we've been like super into it. And all the all the zombies have pumpkins on their head.
That's dope. Yeah, I'm gonna get in there. Um, I don't know. I think this shed is an awesome idea for what we're trying to do. It's an awesome idea to have some personal space, for I mean, especially when you're older, you have a lot going on, just a decompression time. This is great. But at the same time, this place is gonna challenge my relationship. uh, I got sucked in. So I woke up. First of all, like I said, I finished gaming at 4 in the morning. So I went to bed at 5, 4:30, 4:30. I finally fell asleep, maybe, and then I woke up at 11 and went straight here. Like I took the dogs out. I was like, "Hey, go do your business. Hurry up." I had the house to myself today. and I went straight here. I've been playing all day for the most part. I had to get off a few times, a couple incidents, but other than that, I'm in here, and I'm like, I need adult supervision. It's like this is like I lost track of time. I didn't really care. I was like, I kind of need the wifey here to regulate me. Otherwise, I will install a porta potty, and this will be
But
my life.
you do have a pool.
Pool guy shows up like, what the fuck, dude?
It's like, oh, we got a code Caddyshack over here.
So yeah, man, I don't know. It's definitely cool. Um, I don't know. I'm ready to. I could sleep here already. I think I could. Definitely gotta make sure. Again, there's a whole gap in here. I left for electrical that's exposed to the ground, like to the outside. I'm like something's crawling through that for sure. So I need to seal that up. But at the same time, I just couldn't stop playing today. And I only won like 2 games today, and I'm just like, I'm really compared to when I first started the game. Call of Duty is what we're talking about. I'm better, but I
Oh
am
yeah.
still terrible.
No,
But
I saw you stalking this dude earlier, and you like
yeah.
hinted him down, like you were back and forth up top, and then you parachuted and you came up behind him, boom, 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 waited
You
for
know
him to
what?
run out of ammo, came around, took him out, and is like, dude, that is not the guy that I saw back in February.
You know what? I'm a firm really don't start nothing, won't be nothing. He started with me first, all right?
Hmm.
I was minding my own business. So yeah. But I mean I'm better than definitely when I started playing this game, but I am still not great. I have yet to win any solo missions for Rebirth, which I love playing Rebirth. And I was trying today a lot. I was getting high kill games. High kill for me, 8, 9, 10. Anything in the double digits is high for me. I still couldn't pull off the dub. So I think that's my new goal to win a solo in Rebirth. That's yeah. I hope you're able to watch that live when it happens. I can't predict it though. Every game is next game for me. Next game I'll get them. Next game. So what's up with you though? What's going on in the entertainment business this week?
Well, we're still producing the Halloween special, so working our way through that bit by bit, part by part, and a lot of zombies. I know I should be doing
Zombies.
less zombies and more editing, but yeah, homegirl's deep into it, so I've been deep into it too, because
Yeah.
especially with these like 10-minute matches, it's just easy to like sit down and like, oh cool, we'll do like 10, and then it's like, all right, I'll take a break and go do whatever. We went to go to the movies, and then it's like we finished, and it's like, oh okay, oh cool, you want to go back and play some more? Yeah, let's go play some more.
That's
So yeah,
awesome.
we ate dinner. We watched Werewolf by Night.
How was it?
It's pretty awesome. It
Yeah.
was exactly what it needed to be. It
How many
was
diapers?
cool.
Out of
Um,
5.
out of 5 diapers, I would say 4 full diapers.
Four full diapers. All right.
Yeah.
All right. What's it about? Talk to me.
Well, there is a dead monster hunter. He had a prized possession. This, I think it was called like the Bloodstone gem.
Mm.
So a bunch of monster hunters get together and they're going to compete in a monster hunt to see who gets said gem, right?
Okay.
So shenanigans ensue, and it was surprisingly violent, a whole lot of fun. They did their best to, try and get like a retro vibe, even though it wasn't exactly a retro movie.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Is that a sneeze?
But I was trying to hide my yawn.
Just
Oh
kidding.
no, camera down.
Just kidding.
Thanks for
So
thanks
we're
for
working.
covering for me. I kind of like that angle better. You do that like close up Joker angle.
Crazy. Oh, so crazy. It's crazy in here.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So we're working on this position. This is probably the sixth or seventh time that camera has fallen. So I'm
Mm.
working on that. like I said, I was just super excited to get everything in here. I pretty much just threw everything in and I wanted to get all of equipment up and running. Then over the next week, I'll probably be organizing this place a little bit more. And yeah, this is it. This place is gonna make or break my relationship. What'd you say to me? I'm out. You looked at me weird. I'm out. Baby's crying. I'm out.
Oh, more than likely, the baby will be in there with you.
Yes, he
Take him
loves
into
the
the
cloud
shed
look.
and drop him in there while you're playing. Easy morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him a little chair for in here. I'm also gonna put a flat screen in here. So yeah, I'm going all out. I have one in the garage that's not being used, so I'm just gonna mount it on the wall
Oh
behind me.
yeah.
So yeah, buddy, we
Oh
are
yeah,
coming
dude.
up.
It's on.
It's on like Donkey Kong. This is my spot.
It looks great though. You did a really good job, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
So I got to do a little bit more of hiding around imperfections. You know, like you see, this right here. But whatever. All right, this is my first project ever doing anything remotely like this. So for me to be able to say I did this, I'm okay with any imperfections that you see. Uh, but yeah. So what else have you seen?
Well, Barbarian was my favorite horror movie of the year. Absolutely adore Barbarian. That movie was insane. I
Really? What's
also
that about? I don't even.
I don't even Google it. Just if you watch it, you watch it.
Oh, you
So
can't tell me not to Google
nah,
it now. And
no.
now I'm really gonna Google it because now.
Trust, it's not on terms of like, Tokyo Gore Police. It's nothing like that. It's this movie, it's this year's surprise sleeper. Like how every year there's like, oh, what the heck is a Conjuring? And then
Yes.
boom, here comes a Conjuring. This movie is that, right? Like
Okay.
the less you know about it when you go into it, the better. But I would barely call this a horror movie. Like it is in essence a horror movie, but it's more of a like thriller suspense type
Okay.
situation, and kind of like Get Out, where they put you in a or they put the main character in a situation, and then you're kind of like a real person wouldn't do that. It's
Mhm.
kind of addressed like that. So it was an awesome, fun movie. Third favorite movie of the year, best horror movie of the year. We
All right.
also
All right. All right.
we also saw
Mm.
Terrifier 2. I can't recommend that movie to like just about anyone. I only know one person, excuse me, that I could recommend that to. It's a mutual friend, Ed,
Uh-huh.
a big horror movie fan. He's the only other person I could recommend that movie to. I can't
Really?
recommend that movie to anyone else.
Okay.
People who are
I'm
posting
curious about it now.
Well, people were posting about it, that people were throwing up in the theaters and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds like a reaction video's coming.
Yeah. So this movie, I was actually a part of movie history, because this movie was reported as the largest release of an uncut, non-rated independent horror movie, or just a horror movie in general, ever. Yeah. So it
Wow.
was 2.5 hours, uncut, unrated, played in, I think they said 800 or 8,000 screens across the nation. And it was $250,000 to make. It made $400,000 in one night.
Damn.
Yeah. But people left the theater. People were puking at some of the theaters. One person I saw on Twitter said they puked in their popcorn bucket.
Oh no. Did
Yeah,
they
but
still eat it? Did they still?
it wasn't as gnarly as Tokyo Gore Police or any like Takashi Mike stuff.
That shit is intense. That Tokyo Gore
Yeah,
Police.
but surprise, it's the main slasher is Art the Clown, and the thing that I love the most about these movies, because it's the second one, is like the dude's like a legit funny clown. You know what I mean? Like when he's
Yeah.
doing his clown stuff. But it just so happens that he's a slasher. So like my favorite scene in the movie is actually like not even a kill scene or anything like that. He's like stalking this girl in a costume shop, and he's like bugging her, and she's trying to pay for stuff, and she's just like creeped out by him, right? So he's like trying on different glasses, looking at her, and then he picks up like a bike horn, right? And then
A
he's like,
what?
look, a bike horn,
Oh,
you know,
no.
like yeah, he picks one of those up. He's like, ooh, because he doesn't talk, right? He's just like, oh yeah, yeah. And then she's like looking, she looks back, and he's like looking at it, looking at her, and she's just like, no, no. And he just like they keep cutting back to him, and he's like closer and closer, and then he's like right next to her head, like with the horn, and she's just like, don't do it. That's like my favorite part in the movie. It was hilarious.
All
Yeah.
right. Shit.
Yeah, we saw that. We finally sorry, shout out to Go Gen Gen or Go Go Gen, but we ended up seeing Smile today. I know she wanted to get together to watch Smile with us,
Mhm.
but scheduling just kind of fell out during the week, so we ended up watching it today. And I would have to say that was the smartest horror movie I've seen this year. But some of the style stuff I wasn't really into, and I thought the ending was okay.
Mhm.
But the movie was super dark,
Really?
like in the first like 30 minutes or something, like dark, dark. Like I couldn't see, and like my eyes were hurting, and
Oh, that
like
kind of dark. All right.
yeah, where I was like we were both straining our eyes to see it, and then the camera wasn't really like stable, so it was just kind of like I was getting dizzy and my eyes kind of hurt trying to adjust. And they abandoned that like halfway into the movie, so it was fine. But there were some really cool things. There's definitely a lot of trigger warnings on it. But it was a very interesting movie that we kind of talked it out after. It was a super smart movie, but I don't think the execution was quite there. But very original, great movie. And yeah, we got two up ahead of us in the next week and a half. We have Halloween Ends on Thursday.
Oh, I bet you're
And we
excited for
have
that.
Yeah, and then we have Black Adam with Rock the Dwayne Johnson
That's
next
coming out
Thursday.
already, huh?
Yeah, man.
You excited for that? I'm actually kind of excited. I don't even know much about the character.
Dude, I don't really care because I was talking to my other buddy about it. I was like, I don't really care, man. It's The Rock. Like,
I
I'm
like
sure.
The Rock. I'm a
Yeah,
fan of The Rock.
I'm sure whatever happens, it'll be a good time.
Yeah.
So why not? We have the AMC pass, so it's like no skin off our back at whether we like a movie or we don't. It's just
Right.
like let's
Right.
go see it.
Well, all right. Shit. There's a hot take for the producer Chris
Oh,
on
one more.
one more.
Later,
All right.
later tonight, when it gets dark and late enough, we are gonna watch the new Hellraiser.
Which Hellraiser? Is a new Hellraiser out?
hmm It's a
What?
Hulu exclusive. They're
Oh,
rebooting
I gotta
Hellraiser.
dig into that one. Hellraiser was very. Oh man, that shit fucked me up.
Like I saw it as a teenager and
It
I
was
was just
just
like, man, this is
gory.
boring just until the very end. In the
Yeah.
last 10 minutes, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
everything
That's
else leading up to it, it's
it's
just
all
like,
build up, and then it's like,
uh,
holy sh! You know.
I actually just read the book in anticipation of the movie. It's a quick read. It's a short story, Hellbound
Mhm.
Heart. The book was pretty gnarly. I dug the book, so I'm looking forward to this movie. Because in the book, like the Cenobites are kind of androgynous. Like you don't know if it's a guy or a
Did you hear that?
yeah. What the fuck was that?
That's fucking. It was a chopper. It was a military chopper that just flew over the whole. I
Uh,
mean, it vibrated the shed.
dude, that would have been the worst if your shit would have just like imploded and fell over on camera. And then like we just see
I
you
need
sitting
you to
there just
post it
like
if it
covered in
happens.
covered in dust. An
Make sure you post it
epic
if it
fail.
happens.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks, military.
Dude, I thought you still had your like Call of Duty running or something.
That was legit, man. It shook this whole place. And it's
Dang.
still standing. All right. What do you got? All right, as you were before we were
Oh
interrupted
yeah.
by the.
So yeah, Hellraiser. The book was pretty gnarly and like Cenobite, because they don't even call them Cenobites or Hell Priest or whatever. But they're like androgynous. You don't really know if it's a man or a woman. And well, there's one of them where yeah, it had lady parts and stuff, but it's still it's gnarly. So I'm really looking forward to this new one. It's getting
Lady
really good
parts.
really getting really good reviews.
Dope. Yeah, I didn't even know that was coming out. I've been stuck in the past.
Oh yeah.
I've been so I used to really, really love Tales from the Crypt.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know why, but I was like, dude, let me see if I can pull up the original 12 Tales from the Crypt shows. And sure enough, I started watching them again. And dude, I mean, some of them are like ridiculous, like absolutely holy shit. But there are at least one, I want to say two or three that stuck out to me from when I saw them as a kid. And I immediately went to them and watched them again last week. One of them is episode season 3, episode 4. I distinctly remember for some reason that one scaring me when I was a kid. Um, and then I watched it recently. I was like, yeah, I can see why. And it was weird. That one's about two doctors who are who's two surgeons. They're in school, and then so one of them they start off in the morgue, and one of them is having trouble being a surgeon. So he's asking his friend to help him, and they're going through the bodies and stuff like that. And then, long story short, one of the bodies comes alive, and it was a joke. It was a joke. It was actually his girlfriend. It scares his friend so bad that he ends up having a heart attack. And then he survives though. And then years later, the guy that pulled the prank is like director of a hospital. And then he's walking around in a crutch, and he's only able to be a teacher, and he's been working on a research program for something. Ends up killing this dude to prove his research works. And while he's dead, you hear, because their basis off is when you die, your brain is still stimulated and still things are happening, and it's you're conscious for. And so he kills this guy, and now the whole episode is about him being dead, talking to himself in his head, like, "Holy shit, no, please don't!" And they're like doing an autopsy on him, and he's like, "Oh no!" And it's like, oh, dude, it's so fucking weird. Turns out it was a prank. It was just a drug that he used. It was a drug that he made so that if anybody ends up on a surgery table, they can give them that drug, and it prolongs them for longer, so they can actually work on them in surgery. So I was like, oh yeah, it's just a joke. I got you back. Dude ends up dying from a heart attack for real at the end of the episode. Dude, I don't know why that show like freaked me the fuck out about death in general. I suggest you watch that one. There's another one. Like Tales from the Crypt, they have some good shows, man. Like they have some good tales.
Well, let me ask you this: where are you watching this? Because last time I checked, it wasn't available on any streaming services, and you had to buy the DVDs.
Okay,
all right, I won't ask. Never mind. I did not ask you that.
I have the DVDs.
Oh, okay, good.
So, yeah, I have the whole collection. I used to I found them, so I found the collection that I have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But so then that brings me to the movie.
Yes. Which one?
Demon Knight.
Demon Knight. Personally, I was a little bit more of a Bordello of Blood person.
You would think so. And I watched both. I still love Demon Knight. That is one of my favorite Tales from the Crypt movies. Bordello of Blood is not that great. I was not that interested in it, believe it or not. But Demon Knight is a fantastic. And now I watched it twice now, and I want to do a movie review on it because as great as I think it is, one of those guilty pleasures. There's so many plot holes. It's just like, oh my god. So, I mean, from the whole like, have you seen this movie?
Yeah.
Good Night.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a demon who's there's a knight who's been chosen by the higher power to carry around a key full of blood to stop demons, and they get chopped in this hotel, and the blood in the key, makes a barrier and keeps things out, and like I remember initially when like, so Billy Zane's in this, love him. William Hadler, love him. Billy Zane gets thrown out of a window and then cuts his hand open and throws all this goo on the ground, and then these demons start rising. Meanwhile, William Hadler's character is watching this whole thing happen and not doing anything, even though he knows what's about to happen. He could have been like, sealing up the whole house. No, they just sat there and watched it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this movie a little bit closer, and I found little things like that all throughout. It was, but it's still one of my guilty pleasures.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a pretty solid guilty pleasure.
Yeah. So we will be back after these messages because we won't pay Zoom.
There you
And we're
go.
back. Yes. So yeah, Demon Knight. I highly suggest you guys watch that movie. I was thoroughly entertained. There is just a lot of little things in there that was just like, dude, that doesn't make sense. Like it's just a lot of double standards when it comes to that, how that blood worked in the key and stuff like that. Like there was one point where a little boy was in a cave. They went through the cave, they dropped the blood, made the seal. So then they go in a cave, they find a little boy, and then demons are in there, so they run out, all of them. They all run through that seal. Later on, William Hadler's character goes to the boy, is like, "Hey, what were you doing out in that cave?" "Oh, my parents, blah blah blah," and then checks him. It's like, well, if the barrier's there, then why do you even gotta check him, bro? It's like little. If you watch it, you'll see what I mean. It's like
Yeah.
those things are just bothering me, but I still love that movie. Jada Pinkett Smith was in that movie, and she did a great job, and she was still bald.
It- it's like Candyman. Like if you say it too many times, he's gonna show up and slap the shit out of you.
Jada had a fucking even Steven, but she was still low cut even in that movie, and that's I think it was like her first, not her first, but it was. I didn't know of Jada Pinkett until that movie,
Okay.
so I thought she did a phenomenal job. But the guy that stole the show in that movie is Billy Zane. Holy shit, man. I've never rooted for such an evil motherfucker ever. That dude was such a dick, but I was like, I like him. All personality, man. All personality. So yeah, Bordello of Blood though, I did watch that, and that was more background noise for me when I watched it. It was that's how uninterested I was in that movie for some reason. Maybe when I was 13, it was it was awesome for different reasons, but nah, not. It's just a mediocre vampire movie. Um, from Dusk Till Dawn. Now that movie, talk about escalating quickly. Holy shit!
Yeah, that movie goes from like 0 to 60 very, very quickly.
Very fast, very
Um,
fast.
Let me ask you this. I'm not sure if we talked about it on the show or not, but you're talking about the Crypt Keeper, right? Tales from the Crypt.
Yes,
You a X-Files fan?
I love the X Files.
Me too. It still holds up like really, really well
So
too.
I don't know if you remember we had the conversation on 90s crushes, but
Oh, that's right. That's
Gillian
right.
Anderson, that was my boo. I love that woman. So yeah, X Files was the shit, man. X Files, those were other episodes. Those some of those episodes, like I was like, dude, this is kind of creepy. You know,
Hmm.
it made you think. The truth is out there, Chris. The truth is out there. Remember that.
100%.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I've been dabbling into a lot of Tales from the Crypt. I've been back and forth. It's usually at night because I didn't have the shed. I would just be in bed when everybody's sleeping because I can't sleep and watching that shit. Um,
Oh, I got a good one for you when you're done.
okay,
Channel Zero.
is that a movie?
No, it's a anthology television show, and each there's only 4 seasons, but each season is based off a different creepypasta.
Really?
And it's not super scary in a traditional sense of scary, but like for me, the stuff that like messes with me is a lot of the imagery stuff. Like a lot of people say The Shining isn't scary,
Uh-huh.
but like the imagery in The Shining and the colors and like the uncomfortable like wide shots and how long they stay on, subject and stuff.
Right.
That's the stuff that like burns into my skull and gives me nightmares,
Yeah.
right? So like The Shining is probably the only movie I could think of off the top of my head that gave me nightmares as an adult.
Really?
So Channel Zero does a lot of that. Like a lot of the imagery in it is very unsettling and unnatural looking. And I would only be able to watch about 2 episodes max before we had to turn it off for the night, or else I would have nightmares.
Shit, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
know that. I didn't know The
pretty
Shining
good.
got did you like that?
I love the movie, but
Yeah.
it's the thing. It's for me. I'm big on like that like uncomfortable imagery and stuff. Like that movie, The Witch. Like I am, my stomach was like turning for like a big chunk of the movie just because of how like awkward it makes you feel.
Yeah.
I love that movie too.
Shit.
Yeah, Channel Zero though, you can watch it on your Shutter account. I winked at the camera.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, I'll check that out. Can't wait to get the TV in here.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm setting myself up for failure.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
You know
Just
what? A funny story about this studio apartment I just made. So I want to talk to everybody about my kids. All right, my daughter's here. No faith, zero faith in me. Okay, I got this shit delivered. They're like, you're building a box. That's the first thing my daughter said. You're building a box. I'm like, it's gonna be a dope box, like trying to fucking back my shit up. As I was building, I was like, you're not gonna be able to fit that desk in there. It's not gonna be great. It's whatever. I shit you not, Chris. I got this shit built, put all this shit in there. All three of them, the wife, all four of them, the wife, both daughters, fucking my son, and the dog, all in here like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I go to leave and put my son to sleep. Okay. I come back. These two little shits, these 13-year-olds, is sitting here chilling like it's their playroom. I was like, negative, homie, get your asses out of here. The shit I have to put up with. Now I'm putting locks on here and cameras inside. That's what's happening next. No faith. No faith until they see it. Haters gonna hate. Haters keep me motivated, Chris. Remember that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would have recommended a camera in there and locks on the door anyway. So
No, camera's going in there. I'll just have to be the one to control it. No one else has access to that camera. Stop looking at me.
unless you pay $5.99 a month.
Oh man. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, it took a sec. That was all
Take a
right.
sec. Yes.
That was all right.
P pics.
No, man, you did great with that thing, dude.
Thank
Like
you.
I had faith that you were gonna make it happen, right? Despite the obstacles and the things that came up, but you definitely exceeded my expectations.
Oh, thank you, man. See, I
Solid.
needed that today. Look at that. That's what I needed. Appreciate you. And I still got this whole situation over here. Here's the power.
You don't have to show everyone that.
Oh, why not? Why not? I don't care. I don't care. That's the stuff that's the stuff that needed to be waited on. I had to need to wait until I get the power to connect this. And now that I do, it's on like Donkey Kong, homie. But yeah, man. We're good. Look at my Thanos. Thank you,
Yup.
producer Chris. Look at that
Yup.
over there. Got
Oh
this.
yeah.
Now see, the producer Chris got this for my son. Much love to him. But wifey told me, he's like, that's for Carter. Okay. I was like, well, it's going in here. All right, Car. So there's that. But yeah, man, we're coming up. We're coming up. Well, you know what? We should have you and Alex one time. I mean, this is big enough for three guys. Three guys, one shed.
Plus,
Coming soon.
I'm working on losing weight.
Three guys, one shed. Coming
Yeah.
soon.
Just as long as like all of us don't try and go through the door at the same time.
It's a double wide. We're good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. It's on for sure at some point.
I got to get some of the high equipment you guys have though, like the mixing board and better mics. That's next. That's next year's taxes.
I wouldn't worry too much about the mic, man. You just got to talk into it.
Oh.
Remember, like the first 3 episodes, you're like, I was like,
No.
wait, what was that? And then you're like, you were talking into the bottom of it.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. But it's a mic. It should be able to pick that shit up everywhere.
Right. What do I know? But yeah, solid, great work. And we're gonna have lots more episodes to come. So sorry this one's not gonna be an hour, Alex. But now we're gonna be consistent.
Yes.
So, I mean, I think technically there was only 1 week that we didn't get one in.
Yeah.
Technically. But all the other times we were at least getting in 1 week, even if it wasn't on Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, as long as this place doesn't burn down, we're good. I was looking at the I had to add up all this shit.
You have a fire extinguisher in there.
I bought a fire extinguisher. I have yet to put it inside. What an idiot. All right, yeah. Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna do that right now. But yeah. So thanks everybody for joining this episode of GrayzeeWorld Podcast. We look forward to producing more for you. And let us know what you guys want to hear. We're still finding our voice right now. I know we're working on it. We're getting there. But
and we're gonna do a live announcement on the air, right? Surprise! I got something for you that you can use for your first Twitch giveaway.
What?
Yeah. I got a code for Horizon Zero Dawn that you can give out.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So now I just gotta learn how to do that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So yeah, it could be the GrayzeeWorld sponsored the GrayzeeWorld sponsored giveaway raffle on GrayzeeWorld.
We'll work on it.
Yeah.
All right. In the meantime, diapers full. Much love to everybody.
And thanks, fam.